eat it, they'll be like, say what? It's vegan? So yeah. Hey guys, it's your girl, Chef Joya, and welcome back to another episode of Say What is Vegan. Today we are gonna make two of my favorite desserts, but we're gonna make them into one, and this is going to be the best vegan dessert you ever had. We're making my sweet potato cheesecake, so let's go ahead and get started. So we're gonna start off by making this dessert with our crust. Now you can buy store-bought graham cracker crust. Yes, there is some that's vegan, but I'm gonna make mine with none other than Biscoff cookies. So, all right, so we're gonna go ahead and add a whole pack of those to our food processor. Next, we're gonna go ahead and add this to a bowl. So we're gonna go ahead and add our melted or semi-melted butter to this, because this is gonna be our crust. All right, let's give this a nice little mix around. Now we're gonna take our baking dish and we're gonna spray it with some Pam. And we're gonna go ahead and add our Biscoff cookies. Now, I like my cheesecake to have edges. You know, we don't do no bald head cheesecake either, you know. So we have to have edges. So we're gonna press this out and we're gonna push it up against the sides, okay? We want the crust to surround it. We need our cheesecake to have some love and some hugs, some cuddles and kisses and rubs, all right? Now we have our crust ready for the oven. It's gonna go in the oven for 10 minutes on 350 degrees, and we're gonna go ahead and get our filling ready while it's baking. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start on this filling, this amazing filling. I am gonna add about 2 containers of the vegan cream cheese, and it's at room temperature, guys, super important. 2 tablespoons of potato starch, 2 tablespoons of sweet potato starch. I'm gonna go ahead and actually add some tapioca flour to it. All right, I just added about 2.5 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. So we're gonna use half a cup of brown sugar, and we're gonna go ahead and use some granulated sugar. You can use raw sugar, you can use maple syrup, agave. You just wanna make sure you replace it correctly. Some cinnamon, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of nutmeg as well. So next we're gonna add the star of the show. We're gonna add our sweet potato. Now this is a big one. You want about 1.5 cups of sweet potato. You could choose to smash it before you put it in there. I just roast it in the oven for about 45 minutes to an hour on 400 degrees, poke it with some forks. This is a can of evaporated coconut milk. Add some pure vanilla to it, vanilla extract, add some vegan butter. All right, next let's go ahead and get this in our blender so we can get this blended up. So now that our crust is done, we're gonna take this amazing batter and we're gonna go ahead and scoop it in there. It should be nice and fluffy and thick. So before I put this in the oven, I have a pan right here that has water in it. And I'm gonna stick my cheesecake right in here, which I made a water bath. And I have my oven on 350 degrees. And we're gonna put this in the oven for about 50 minutes, all right? So another thing that I like to do, you can leave it just like that, but there's so many different toppings that you can make for this cheesecake. You can do a salted caramel sauce, which is just about cooking some sugar, some vegan butter, add a little bit of coconut cream, cooking it to a super caramelized and sweet, and add a little bit of salt to it, and use that as a drizzle once it cools off. Is absolutely delicious. But what I went ahead and did is I did a brown sugar crust, which is some brown sugar, a little bit of salt, some more butter and flour, and I crumpled it and I put it all around the cheesecake, and baby, let's see what it looks like. Amazing. So our cheesecake has been resting in the refrigerator for about 4 hours. You want to do it at the minimum 4 hours, but if you can do it overnight, that is ideal for this recipe. It's sweet potato pie, then it turns into a cheesecake. Wow, Joya, I don't know how I did that, but I did it. Let me know what you think about this recipe in the comments below. Make sure you tell a friend, like, share, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you next time, and happy holidays. Ciao.